Hi guys. I am wanting to go over some things with you guys about my events, especially this last one that I just worked. So I'm going to give you some details about what happened. I'm going to bring you up to speed from the beginning to now. And this event that I worked this past weekend, I've had it for 12 years. This is one of the reasons why I want to talk about this particular one, because I remember when I started. And, you know, home shows are very well known. They've been out there for quite some time all over. So I remember when I saw it advertised, like I want to work this event. And I remember the cost being like $1,500 for a 10 by 20. I'm like, how in the world can I afford this? So I had only been a consultant for 3 months. So I got out there in my team and I said, okay, can you work this event with me? Can you work this? I was looking to get 10 people because I wanted to take that cost and chop it up. So each one of us paid $150. But now herein lies the problem. We were all new. And I started before they did, so we didn't have anything. All we had was our starter kit. I had my starter kit. They had their starter kit. That was it. So we decided to improvise. We actually got pictures and blew the pictures up at Walmart, and we took the pictures and hung them in the booth. And we also brought furniture to kind of fill in the space because it was so empty in this big 10 by 20 booth. So we brought chairs and coffee tables and stuff like that to fill in the gap. Each one of us had our warmer from our kit. That was all we had. And on top of that, guys, we didn't even know what we were doing because I had only been a consultant for 3 months, and they came behind me. So we had no training. We went out there with what we had, and that was it. I don't even think I had business cards, but the idea was to be out there. I wanted to be out there, and I wanted them to be out there so we can get this product out there, so it can be seen. We didn't have anything to sell, but we wanted to be seen and get people to know what Scentsy was because it was new during that time. So we started to do that. And I remember one person joined the team. We had a kit set up where people could actually see what they would get as they start. We had a sign that says start your own business for $99. So that's how it all started. Now, after that, as I continued to work this event, I'm like, okay, I still can't afford this event. It's so big, and I don't have enough products even the next year. So the next time I decided to get other team members in, and we all had a little bit more, and we brought more. So everybody was responsible for selling their own product. So we took an order form, and each person would write their name on the order form. We were actually put an initial by the product so we could know how much money that person would get. Very chaotic. It was a hot mess because it was just crazy at that point because we didn't know what we were doing, trying to put initials by the product that everybody's stuff was labeled, and we trying to put initials by that product. Like, that didn't work. So later on, we decided to do it differently, and it worked. It really worked. So moving forward, we start working events, and we would take the overall cost and divide it by the number of participants, and everybody brought the same amount of products, dollar amount. So we mixed it in together. So it wasn't like, oh, she bought this stuff and didn't buy my stuff. It wasn't that, because once you combined it, it's all put together. And at the close of the event, you divide everything evenly, okay? And you start with the name that's on the label. As you separate them, you know, you break it down per dollar amount so that person can mainly get most of the products that they brought in, and whatever's left over, we kind of separate at that point. And the dollar amount is divided evenly. That's how we started doing it later on. That worked so much better. People were happier. So I decided in recent years, especially after 2020, I decided to start working the large events only because I want to work my events as training. So you'll see you guys getting invites from time to time because I want this to be a training, because when you work your own event, it'll give you what you need to go out there and be able to work your own events. So with me doing it this way, I have actually helped a lot of people be in a position to work their own events. So the way I do it, I set up a group on Facebook. I create a group on Facebook, and I invite all my team members there so they can see the requirements. They can see the requirements, they can see the hours, they can see the schedule and everything, so they can tell me what time they can be there, so we won't be on top of each other. They will know what to bring. They bring like samples. They can bring flyers, catalogs, things to hand out. That's it. They don't have to bring products. They don't have to pay. They don't have to help set up. They don't have to help break down. This is what I do for training. So once they get there, they can kind of get a feel of what I do, what I say, so they can, because a lot of team members are new. They don't know what to say. They don't even know how to approach people. They're even afraid to approach people. So I will allow them to watch me so they can see how I present the products to customers and take note. We always have order forms there, so I make sure that they know what to get completed on the order form. For example, the name, the email, a cell phone number, so important. Then I allow them to put their name on it so I can know that that's their customer. I even have team members to bring labels so they can relabel everything. I'll tell them about the sales tax to collect that. The forms of payments that we receive, which is credit card, cash, Venmo, Cash App, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Yeah, we even have a QR code for those other pay options. So they see how we can do that. Something else I've started to do, I've started doing like an incentive for team members, like who's the top salesperson? Yeah, that makes it so fun. Who's the top salesperson? Who's the next in line to be the next top salesperson? That's like so fun. We've been doing that to encourage people to come. And what's good, a lot of times I've heard consultants say, what do I have to benefit from this? Let me tell you how you benefit from this. Being present at an event that you don't have to pay for has a lot of value to it. One, we have a type of business where it goes so much better when people touch it and feel it and smell it. Face-to-face advertising is so important, but guys, advertising alone is very expensive. So you can get yourself in a position where you don't have to pay something, you just show up. That is so valuable. People pay top dollars. People pay top dollars to place ads. They pay top dollars to be in a book as a sponsor. Billboards and things like that. Have you guys seen the billboards? People spend a lot of money on that. People spend a lot of money for TV ads and radio ads. That is so expensive. So if you have the opportunity, if somebody invite you to come to work an event and you have the opportunity to not just pass out your information, but collect their information. For example, whenever you sell something, you're going to have a customer to follow up with. I encourage all team members to make sure when you leave the event to go back and thank that person for making a purchase, and then follow back up with them a few days later to see how they're doing with their product again. And then maybe 2-3 weeks after the event, okay, I just want to check and see if you need anything else. So that's valuable to have that. Just think about these people that you meet at an event that you wouldn't have met if you were at home. Something else I love to do, I like to keep my presentations simple because simplicity is everything. It stands out. I like to always have a corner booth. I like to have, of course, a large space because I'm training. And I always like to have 3 diffusers at my booth. I like to have a lot of lights around the table. Like element warmers, they go in the back. Element warmers going in the back because they don't, if I have an element warmer out front, it may be 1 or 2. But the biggest of my warmers, they're going to be out front because I want to draw people into my space. And I always have tables on the outside so people walking by can see it. People, for whatever reason, they don't want to come inside because they don't think they're welcome to come inside. So it works best for me. I know other consultants have done it the other way, but that doesn't work for me. That's too much work for me. I want to make it easy. So diffuser sell itself. It's an eye catcher. It's like eye candy. Oh my goodness. We sell so many diffusers at our events because of that. Even if they don't buy the diffusers, it draws the crowd to the booth. It gives you somebody to talk to, even if it's something else that they buy. So guys, these are just a few tips of things that I know will help you. So if you're thinking about, well, how could that benefit me? So many ways. I wish somebody had allowed me to come in and get those leads and bring them and work them. So each one, this past event that we worked, some of the consultants booked parties already. Some of them got people who will be looking to join their team. I actually even got somebody to walk up to me this past weekend. We met like some years ago. She said, I think I want to do this. She's in real estate. As a matter of fact, we're going to get her signed up tonight. She said, I want to do this. I want to become a consultant. And she started thinking about things that she could do with this business. Like, I can give this product away as a gift and so on. But she saw it and she saw how this could work. So guys, you know, with the sign and everything, I have a sign like Start Your Own Business for $99. I have signage everywhere. Signs are everything for me. I love signs because when I'm really busy, I may not have the time to say everything I need to say to everybody, but I'm going to make sure I have signs all around my spot, my booth. But I just want to point it out to you guys about how valuable it is for you to be out there. Something else we're doing, guys, I'm encouraging team members to have a VIP customer page on Facebook. I encourage you guys to have that. So when you're at an event, try to create a QR code, because with a QR code, you can allow them to scan it so they can go directly to your VIP group. That works best for me because I have so many friends on Facebook right now. It's hard for me to connect with people, you know, as a friend, but I can take them and put them straight in my VIP group so they can see all the different things that I have to share with them in the group. That's amazing, guys. I was working with a team member this past weekend. She said, I'm going to make a QR code and put it on my keychain. That is perfect because when you're out and about, you can whip that keychain out and say, please follow me in my VIP group where all the amazing things that I share on the group, you'll see those things. There used to be a time I would just give people my phone and say, find yourself on Facebook. I'm going to send you a private message and send a link that way. But with a QR code, it's so much easier. They just put, everybody's got their phone, right? They can scan it and go straight to the page and you accept them that way. What an easy way to stay connected with people. So these are just some of the things that I just wanted to point out. But I'm so grateful that being a consultant for 12 years now, I can totally take my events and make it be a training. And that's what I do. I sit back and I try to do all I can to train team members. A lot of times, most times I'm going to have my family there with me. I have my family there to kind of expedite and things like that, to give, like helping to my brother, my nephew, kind of handing bags to consultants. And my daughter was there this past weekend. She's my cashier. So it allows me to free up so I can help team members answer questions and even help them with the presentation, because so many times people will come to the booth, they may purchase bars, but then you need to ask them, okay, what about that warmer? What type of warmer do you have? So it gives you a chance to have those conversations with people so you can get to know them and make sure that you get them what they need. So I just want to share with you guys the benefits of being at an event and how you can grow your business with an event in person. But, you know, this is just an in-person experience that I'm talking about. You can totally do them virtually as well. But the in-person event, I mean, face-to-face type of event, if you're ever invited, if you're within an area where you could travel, I would encourage you guys to be there. Oh, by the way, Snowman is still hanging out back there. Oh my God, I don't even think about him until I go live. He's still hanging out back there. But I just wanted to give you guys a recap on this. You can book fundraisers, book parties, but you're gonna have the customer's information. Each time they make a purchase, you'll have their information to put it in your aiming, to follow, put it in your workstation so they can subscribe. You can subscribe them to your newsletter every month. Stay connected with those people that you meet, guys. That's so valuable. Leads. People pay a lot of money, guys, for leads. So when you're there at the event, these are leads that you're getting, but these are connections that you made yourself face to face. They put a face with that name. This is so, so, so important, guys, in your business in so many ways. This is how I grew my business, guys. I grew my business working events, okay? That's how I grew the way I am now, working events. I'm scaling back a little bit now because I am taking a different approach because now I'm doing them for training purposes. But I grew my business fast by working events because I'm out there always talking to people. I'm out there always passing out my samples, little bitty pieces of wax inside of a little plastic bag with my business card, passing those bad boys out. But when I pass them out, I'm having conversations with them and say, look, come on over here and take a look at this. While they're holding that sample in their hand, I'm talking to them and I'm directing them to the booth so I can have a conversation with them about what we have. They're listening and they're smelling. It's the smell that sells, guys. Our products are amazing. And I like to always point out that we have products that have a lifetime warranty. We have candles with light bulbs. They're electric, all the things. This always draws people to you. And you're going to have, and I always make sure I tell people how to use the products. I always do that. Because you'll be surprised to see how people will go home and don't use it right. Even with the diffusers, I have a YouTube video that I share with them when they buy the diffusers because I want to make sure they use it correctly. There's nothing like them walking away and still being confused about their product. So make sure you follow up with them to make sure they're happy, to see if they got any questions so you can be able to guide them. So, okay, guys, take care. Love you guys. And these events are like amazing. I love them. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.